Welcome to the Exhale Show. I'm your host, the WonderfulJY.
I am your co-host, Mz Shay.
And I'm your co-host, Neisha B.
Welcome to the Exhale Show, everyone. We are so excited to be here today. Miss Neisha B, we happy that you decided to join us today. But not last Saturday, you all, because last Saturday was Labor Day weekend, but the Saturday before that, shout out to everyone that have been watching the Exhale Show, and shout out to the new subscribers. All right, so let's get right into the tell it all topics of the day. All right, so I want to talk about I'm gonna let Miss Shay talk about it, about this 14-year-old boy who was charged with killing 4 people at his high school in Atlanta, Georgia. So Miss Shay, can you explain to everyone about that topic?
Well, you guys, very sad topic to talk about. Every time it has to deal with, schooling with kids, and it's very sad. But Georgia High School, Autopsy High School. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but a 14-year-old student named Quan, he brought an AR-style weapon into the school, but how he got it in there was unclear to law enforcement. They still was trying to figure that out. He killed four people and injured 9 people, which was 2 14-year-old students and 2 teachers that lost their lives in that situation. I want to say that Clark Gray, the expected shooter, he been on the FBI radar list last year. He made several threats regarding a shooting, making threats and everything, but I'm not going to say they didn't take it serious, but what it was is that they didn't have enough to just push the situation to arrest him about it. But last year he was talking about doing what he actually went through and that he actually did. Also, not only that, but at that time, like I said, they couldn't have a case to arrest him. He will be charged as an adult as well, for the murders of the 2 kids that lost their lives. Also for the 2 teachers as well. So he's going to get charged for an adult. His father actually purchased him a weapon. So his father kind of purchased him that, which he said that he had it locked away from him, just being able to just access it easily like that. But also, not only that, as far as that school shooting, because it was just recently also a 6-year-old student from Jita School, middle or elementary. He brought a school he brought a gun. Sorry about that. He brought a gun to school, and he was passing around to the kids, which had a bullet. Yeah, had some bullets in it, and it was one loaded in a chamber as well. So thank God that neither one of those kids had got injured from that as well. So, how do y'all feel about, that knowing that y'all got kids and this situation is going on about these kids bringing guns to school and everything, and, just a risk at just your kids' lives, just being at stake with all this going on. But they want to have the teachers have guns, on them to protect the kids. But, some parents and teachers don't feel comfortable, having guns at school. But see, this right here, this another situation happening, that's going on too often. And how do y'all feel about that, ladies? How do y'all feel?
Miss Neisha B, how do you feel about this whole situation?
I feel kind of discouraged about the situation. It's actually a scary situation. I feel like where Mz Shay is coming from, I feel like it's careless and it's, very overwhelmed with children being able to get access to different types of weapon or things like that, which is from the home. I feel that it's wrong. I feel that it's no guidance there or no discipline or to understand, to know better what not to bring to school and what not to or what not to have. I feel it's lack of intelligence too when it comes from a parent being able to lead their child in the right or wrong directions. I feel like it's like dealing with them, like if you go and buy something and then you put it away for at ease, but at the same time they still having access to it, that's not protecting the peace of the home or putting the things away. That's actually encourage them to want to go get things and try it out because it brings on excitement, if you understand what I'm saying. If they see their parents with something like that, they're going to be eagerly to want to try something like scary things like that, not knowing what it might lead to. So I actually feel like the schools, if they feeling unprotected about things like this, I feel like they shouldn't have to do it, but metal detectors will be good to bring to school, put into the schools, to protect just kids to make sure they don't come to school with stuff like that. Metal detectors, because some of them actually have it. But even sometimes,
as well.
and even sometimes they slip up and not pay attention to when you even have that. Sometimes you just have to be very careful and mindful of things, certain things you do, or putting yourself into, or like involving yourself in a lot of things like that. And then another thing, sometimes we just have to pay more closely attention to our children because we're not knowing what's going on with the child. We're not knowing what's going on in their mind, or what they going. Or in that way, if you pay more close attention to your child, you could be able to seek that mental help that your child may need before it occurs to them. Exactly. So I feel like parents need to come together as a team and try to work things out with trying to get that help that their child needs so that it won't occur in other states, cities, or stuff like that, because there are copycats out there. They see one thing, then it turns into another, then here it is, somebody's trying to do the same thing.
Yeah, because this happened over and over again. Walmart, what was it? Walmart, the schools, Kroger. You got, every time you turn around, it's somebody doing something, mass shooting. They shooting children. They don't care who they kill. They just killing. They just people that don't understand. But like Mz Shay said, it's a mental thing. Yes, it's a mental thing. They get into this mindset that they have to, whatever they're going on, whatever they trigger them out, that they have to go kill someone, or killing someone is going to make the situation better, which is not. Exactly. So it's really, like Mz Shay said, mental health. Like
and sometimes the community come together.
Like the parents, if the parents not paying enough attention to the children and everything like that. But this happens too many times, like over and over again. Like
too often.
What this has been the last 6 years now. Last 5 to 6 years, Walmart. And
most of the time, it happens to those children that feel as if their parents don't pay enough attention to them, and they go out and just do stuff to get that attention.
Has something to do with that. Also, what they've seen on the internet, that plays a big part.
Exactly.
Of the internet. The internet most definitely can do suicide, and it's just a lot that's got to do with the media, the internet,
and it's all about like your mind. It's all about your mind.
Exactly.
Like where is your mind at that moment of time while you are doing this? Who you need to talk to get that help that you need to protect whatever it is that you got going on with yourself.
And then when they do it, they feel as if they're not really meaning to do it, but like you say, it's a mental stable situation condition. So it's like when they do it, it's like they think about it.
They're not thinking about it when they do it.
They're not.
And once they do it, they like, wow, I can't believe I did that. And this is the same thing that happened with what was it? The 15, 16-year-old who killed the 3 women, the mother, the daughter, and the cousin, and so not thinking at that time, or you don't even know what's gonna happen. You just do it. You know what I'm saying? You put yourself in a situation that you don't think. Then once it's over with, I wish I never did this. What have I done? So it's like a mental thing. It's your mind, it's your thoughts. Whatever you think in your thoughts and your mind can play tricks on you. That's why it's always good to kind of, just read on positive things sometimes. You know, keep your mind kind of
In the
positive.
wrong crowd,
keep it steady.
get it too.
Yep,
When
the
the
wrong
kids hang with the
right.
wrong crowd, they get caught up in wrong activities they're doing, and they think it's cool. You got to be cool to hang with us to do this, or you got to be cool to do that.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot that causes a lot of trauma to the
more. Just more going on in the community as far as with the kids and stuff like that, so that they can have something to occupy their time.
And I kind of wish it was like a long time ago, back in like the early 2000s, 90s, early 2000s, whatever, where kids actually go outside. They don't do that anymore. They so stuck on the internet. They want to do things or become what they see on the internet. And I feel like a lot of the kids now, children now, do not go outside. They do not jump rope, ride bikes. They don't do none of these things that they used to do a long time ago. So the internet sometimes can be disturbing to. It could be bad if you allow it to be. You know
it depends on how many hours you spend a day on the internet, just as well as how many hours you spend on the game that you play. And so it's a lot of stuff just clogging up into that.
About this, one time I think we talked about this because
it just happens so often. We have to
keep on
You have to keep talking about this topic.
All right, so I'm gonna get to this next tell it all topic. So rich homie Quan type away, and rich gang rapper. He died at 34. He was best known for his 2013 breakout hit Type of Way, and he died at an Atlanta hospital. So the cause of his death is not disclosed yet, but you had a lot of people like on social media talking about it, and it was reported by TMZ that his family is heartbroken over the situation. And a lot of people's on social media talking about how he died and what was the cost of it, and including Boosie Badass, who alleged said he died over a drug overdose, So, but the whole thing about it, he also, I just want to add this, and he also collaborated with Jacquees, and, he did a lot of other projects in his days or whatever. But my question is to you ladies, like, so many of us know about, the tragic death of rich, homie Quan. How do you ladies feel about the situation? Do you both, think it's due to drug overdose, or do you think it's like a lot of people that's in the music industry, they go through so much like with the fame and just personal things in their life that they have not settled. They just went straight to the fine or whatever. So like, how do you ladies feel about this whole thing? Because Boosie said drug overdose. Like, are you feeling like you agreeing with that? Do you feeling like it's just because I know most rappers, that's what happened. Like, you dying over pills, drug overdose, whatever going on. So how do you ladies feel about this whole situation, Mz Shay?
Me personally, I love Rich Homie Quan music. Fan of some of his music. But I want to say that my condolences to his family. I hate that this situation occurred. He was, young and, very talented. Like I said, he put out some very good music. Now, like I said, as far as the music industry, it's a lot. Just like you said, when it comes to drugs and everything, and having a mental health issues, health issues and the state of mind, just the mental state of mind. Sometimes it get to be overwhelming to some of them. It could be too much for them. I'm not actually sure because I don't want to make, accusations, about the situation and everything, because I'm not actually sure what his cause of his death is. And so I don't want to just say that, it was this and it was that. So I'm not actually really sure. But like I said, my condolences to his family, and I'm just sorry about what happened to this young man, because he was still young and he was a very talented young man, and he put some pretty good music. I love some of his music, a lot of good hits. I just hate that the fact that that happened to him, whatever the situation was, but at the same time, You know, I'm not really sure if it was had anything to do with drugs or just mentally state of mind or something. Just,
And, you know, sometimes you know when you when you famous and when you up there, you know,
it become too much.
You gonna say it can become too much, and then
become too
sometimes
much.
when you feel like you done fell so below,
And that can also play a big part in it as well.
It can mess with your mind, or it can make you want to overdose. Like
selling
I'm
music
not
like this.
I'm not selling music. I'm not getting signing anymore. No one want to give me a deal like they like I had before. They can mess with your mindset. Yeah. So Miss Neisha, how you feel about it?
How I feel about it, like rip and rest in peace. So maybe to Quan, but how I feel about it is that allegedly it was already said that he did overdose, but it was also said that he overdosed over a bad pill. Now my thing is this: even though if he was to be on drugs or were taking any type of supplements in the inside, the bad pill, like I said, I feel like I don't agree with that Boosie situation of what you were saying, because why I say that is because he had some priority beef with a couple of other artists or artists that allegedly was saying about that he had with one another or something like that. They was going back and forth about a situation or so like that, and it's been a minute. But I feel like this like sometimes you got to just watch what you take in your body, because you don't have but one, and you have to take care of that one. And not everybody in the industry you really can too much trust. It's more of a like you have to look after yourself. No matter what contracts you're on or anything like that, you have to look after yourself, because people starting to do things that are very shady in the industry, because there is a dark side to the industry, so you wouldn't know what is what. But I do feel in my heart, deep down in my soul, that it was something that was major to that situation and could lead to why the bad pill was taken. But at the same time, I just feel like, you know, it wasn't worth it, whatever it was, the situation was. And I feel so sorry for, you know, that situation, because, you know, he had a lot of people that looked up to him. And like I said, he had a lot of great hits. He was one of the most famous good top rapper. And even when you famous, you still go through stuff. You can have all the money in the world and you still have problems, mentally, stable, physically. It doesn't matter what the situation is. I just feel like it was just another just uncalled for loss. You know, it really was. You know, people come and people go, but I feel like there was a real sad tragedy, because he wasn't all that old or whatnot, but
34.
you know, he was still young doing his thing, and he got along with a lot of people, you know. So I just feel kind of bad for the family. And like I said, my prayers goes out to your family. You know, sorry for your loss. I just think it was a unconfused situation, and I don't really feel that he just really overdosed on intentionally, and that's just how I feel. That's just my opinion.
You know, sometimes they take
you know,
drugs. They don't just think. They don't try to OD. It just sometimes happens.
So much that be going on behind closed door. Like I said, it is a dark secret to the industry, so you wouldn't never just know. Or, you know, like me, putting yourself in their shoes to understand the things that they go through. Because music artists, actresses, and anything like that, they go through a whole lot that people would not even understand, to even probably cause them to go into drug overdose. You know, it's so much. Like Mz Shay said, and, you know, Miss WonderfulJY said, it's overwhelming. It's just so much to deal with, so much.
Right. All right, so we're going to get to this last topic real quick. And I'm gonna let Miss Neisha talk more about this, because I don't know too much about this. But Danny, aka Christine Washington, is now accused of being a scammer. Okay, you wanna tell us what's going on with that topic?
I have been actually following Danny, and Corey and Karma for a minute now. Well, I should say Karma and Corey, but now it's Danny and Corey. I just don't understand, like, all the accusations she's getting now, like, with far as her being a scammer due to taxes. You got to remember, Danny was Chestine Washington at one point, but then now they saying she done went from Chestine Washington to Danny. So I'm gonna address her as Danny today. Danny has been caught scamming, and now all these accusations was actually made when Danny reached her 100th franchise, which was the Peach Cobbler factory. To me, I just feel like in this situation, it's just a whole bunch of traumatizing situation of mentally mind stable. I really wanted at one point to say that it's like a hating situation, but then as I dig deeper into the situation, it seemed as to me that she's actually a millionaire trying to make a living out of something. You know, sometimes most people don't like to see the next person win or succeed, but why wait so many years later to come up with these paperwork, even if it was on the news? Because it was on the news at one point that her building was burnt down, but they saying that she's saying that she set her own building on fire just to get back the insurance policy money for it, or whatever the case may be. Now, if that's the scenario of the case, I mean, hey, that's an idea that she came up with, but I just feel like it's a whole lot going on with the situation now that she done got with Corey. I mean, what are you ladies' intake on this part about that she became a tax collector? Then she went 1 minute she was Chastain Washington, she done changed her lips up, got her lips done, got her cheeks done, she done moved away, and she's actually from Cleveland, Mississippi, a Mississippi girl that owned this tax building in Tennessee. So now it done went from there to her dating Corey now, to now she's scamming. But they also said that Corey was a scammer too, from dealing with those raffle tickets. So I just want to know, what are y'all ladies' intake on this topic about that? Because she's got this franchise, she's invested in her franchise now, she just opened up another one in Texas, and now people wasn't hating then like they are now that she's been seeing more about Corey. It's one big fuss. What y'all think about it?
And we're gonna do this real quick because we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. But my intake is obviously she's a scammer, you know, because the reason I say that, if you got to change your nose, your cheeks, and this and that or whatever, and then you got to run to another country and this and that.
Right.
So, and the thing about this, when the people get their taxes done every year, whatever, and people need to educate themselves on this or whatever.
Exactly.
Okay, so read your paperwork. Go through all your paperwork, your state taxes, your federal taxes, because most of the time, a lot of people do not get their estate taxes, tax preparations, tax preparer. They take that. They take other fees. Read your paperwork. Ask for all your paperwork and read it, because if you do not read it, they can scam you. And I know, because I am a tax preparer, but I don't do not scam. I'm not saying I'm scamming y'all, man, but I do taxes and I know what a lot of other tax preparer do. And by the way, you guys, if you need your taxes done, go to www.insizetaxpro.com. All right. Okay, but anyway. But I know. But Mz Shay, real quick, how you feel about this?
I'm like, just real quick, how I feel about it. Well, I'm another one of those people that actually can do my own taxes, and sometimes prefer to do my own taxes because of that situation.
Can't trust
now that situation right there, like JY said, you got to go through your paperwork and know your paperwork and know, you know, what are you looking at, what's the amount you're supposed to get back. Just be well of notice to, you know, your paperwork, because actually that right there, that situation, it was on the news a while ago that she was scamming and someone was going around burning her you know, business down and everything like that. But it was plenty of people that came forward that actually said had proof that she actually did scam them. So I wouldn't be just too much, you know, because
coming out
it's
big
right
and
there.
now.
And I understand why a lot of people get mad, because you showing your face. You got these 100 franchise, and you're a millionaire, but you scammed us out of our money.
I won't be able to become that millionaire.
I want my money back. So I don't blame. I want my money back, or you going to jail. So I don't blame them. I don't care how long it has been. I don't blame them, because I would be very upset if I'm low income and I do my taxes and I'm getting $8,000 and pay my bills. I need my money.
They saying they have kids involved, that they
money back,
filing for it. You right about that. And then she's now popping back out on social media. They wasn't seeing her in years, and now
I'm
she's
sure
popping
wasn't
out.
seeing her in years
and
because she
it's
was
starting
waiting
to be
till
a
it died
big
down,
fuzz now.
obviously.
So
you know,
it's an
right.
internet popping.
But things like
situation.
this is crazy. You guys make sure you are aware of all of this. Read your
Yes.
paperwork. Make sure that when you do your get your taxes done, you go to the IRS website. Do you see their information, their PTIN number online? You know, they got information. Make sure they are certified, tax prepared. Do
Exactly.
not go with people that you do not know, or just because the money sound right. You guys make sure that you are reading up on
Fine
everything.
print.
Exactly, because libraries also do it for free for you guys. TurboTax, they
Right.
also help, and they're pretty good with taxes as well too. So just make sure it's legit.
Yes.
And, y'all just read over.
Make
y'all,
sure you know who you're dealing with before
right.
you deal with them, and read your paperwork.
Exactly.
It's important. Don't wait
Right.
till the last minute and do something about it. Because things can get all twisted up.
Right, but this is going to conclude the Ask Tell show today. Follow your girl, the host, the WonderfulJY. Follow me on Instagram, wonderful.jy. Follow me on TikTok, you guys, WonderfulJY. Follow the Ask Tell show on TikTok. Follow the Ask Tell show on YouTube, Spotify, anywhere that you listen to your everyday podcast. You guys subscribe to the Ask Tell show channel, and don't forget to comment. If you have any questions for myself, Mz Shay, Miss Neisha B, send me an email at info@atsfmhits.com. All right.
You guys, y'all know y'all can find me on Facebook at Shiny Young. Send me a friend request. I will try to accept as many of you guys as I possibly can. You guys can also find me on Instagram as Mz Shay. So send me also requests, and like I said, I will accept as many of you guys as I can. Also send us some topics, you guys, that y'all want us to speak about, or y'all like us to, have as one of our topics. Will be appreciated to be able to at least shout you guys out, if the topic is good. Also comment, you guys. Comment, subscribe, good comments, please. For you all, we also want to say thank you. We can't say it enough. Thank you for the ones that already has been with us and the ones that's joining us. We appreciate you guys.
All right.
We love you guys as well.
All right, Miss Neisha.
And you guys can also follow Neisha Browncasting on Facebook. Click right back over on Instagram and follow your girl on the Neisha_model. And then don't forget to hesitate to click that Google. I also work on my own website, which is set up, and your girl is now a kid braid stylist. So if you guys looking to get your kids' hair done, don't hesitate to hit me up on the Neisha House of Braid page on Facebook. Neisha House of Braids for Kids. And continue to follow the Ask Tell show. Don't forget to go down there and let us know your comments on the show. We are now worldwide, so don't hesitate to hit us up for your comment and wants to come on the show.
All right, you guys. And like I said, send us an email at info@atsfmhits.com. If you have any personal question for your girl, just get in my inbox, you guys. Get in my inbox, WonderfulJY on Facebook or WonderfulJY on Instagram. And you all have a nice, blessed day, and we will see you again this week.
Bye.